you do?
So I'm Manabu Takebe. I'm the medical doctor, specializing in the cardiac surgery. I joined the GAS in 2010, and then I was surgeon at that point, and brush up my skills. I moved down to the first New York from 2014, and then I moved to the Philly from 2017 to 2019, and then I started job here in Florida, Jacksonville, from 2019 in August, in July, I think.
Last year, 2000.
Last year, right.
How do you like Florida?
It's hot. The culture is more, kind of South culture. It's more conservative, I would say. People like Trump, for example.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
Very, very conservative. People live here for a long time, like never been, go outside before. Such kind of, it's very different from New York or Philly, where so many people come from outside,
right.
And then people mix together, and the culture is more liberal. So yeah, so it's different.
I see. Lise, do you feel that you're accepted in Florida? I mean, compared with like New York or in
well,
yeah. Do you see any difference? Let's put it that way.
So people say, people in South are very friendly, but I think because we are Asian, I don't know what the reason is. I really don't feel like, people are nice, than compared to, New York or Philly. Right. Like when we are Philly, everybody say hi, and
yes,
your outfit looks good or something like that. Not me, for my wife, obviously.
Yeah.
But here, people really, don't talk much. Like people don't, say anything particular for like others.
I see. You participated in the Global Agenda Seminar Series in 2010, which was the first year. Did you get anything? Do you think that the experience participating in the seminar series helped you or benefited you or in any way, or was it just a waste of time and money?
Now, never been waste of time. Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, we can brush up English at least. And then, I got so many friends from, multiple fields. Like, one of the, our friend is, the announcer of CNBC, right?
Yes.
Right? And the one guy from IT, one guy from Panasonic, one guy from it's all mixed.
Right.
So everybody get like great background and talk about one topic, discuss from the from different standpoint. So it's very interesting experience for me because. In our field, we only talk with doctors, right? Nurses, or pharmaceutical companies, right? Well, we never ever talk with the somebody from IT, right? So it was very interesting experience, and it was very precious for me. I wish I could join again, but it's too far.
Yeah. Do you keep in touch with them?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have the Zoom drinking party probably next week, right? And every time I go back to Japan, I try to contact with them, but sometimes I'm busy.
Yes.
I I go back to Japan for meeting.
Mm.
So, but yeah, so one friend lived in New York for like 4 or 5 years,
Mm.
and where I lived in New York same time, and we drink together, chatted, had a
Mm.
party together.
Mm.
So yeah, we're connected
Mm.
very closely, I think.
Very good. I think that particularly the first year class, because you were together for such a long time. That was the first year.
Yeah,
Nobody
you are
knew
demanding.
what was going to happen. So that was like, oh, we are in this together, so we might as
Yeah,
well do something about it.
Yoko putting so much pressure and challenge on us. So we have to kind of get together to fight,
Right, right, yeah.
challenge, tackle the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. So, changing the subject a little bit, I remember. Tell us a little bit about how you moved from how you changed the job. How does it work in your field in the U.S.?
You mean in the U.S. or
Yes,
from Japan to U.S.?
both. How did you?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, how
So
were you? Quite a few people want to go abroad. I mean, that's one of the reasons. They are interested in Global Agenda Seminar series and things. But right
right,
now, because of this, pandemic, transportation and is essentially shut down. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen in the future.
right,
But how did you? But still, quite a few people would like to be in the global space rather than in Japan, where the aging is taking place, and we
right,
still have a lot of very old-fashioned practices,
right,
which became
right.
which was revealed through this pandemic. So how did you move from how did you succeed to move from Japan to the US first of all and sort of move around in the US?
So it's all about connection, right?
Mm.
So first of all, I have to make a connection to
Mm.
United States, some person in United
Yeah.
States. So I went to the meeting, like professional meeting of cardiac surgery,
Mm.
and the not many people talk to the speaker,
Mm.
right? Because they don't speak English.
Mm.
So I just chatted with them, had the ask a couple questions,
Mm.
and I showed the interest to move to the States,
Mm.
because states very strong in the
Yes.
medical field.
Yes.
So I made a connection,
Mm.
by just seeing the people,
Mm.
talking with people in the
Mm.
meeting, and then I went using summer vacation. I
Mm.
am actually moved. I observed the labs
Mm.
or surgery at the
Mm.
times,
Mm.
and then I could make a connection.
Mm.
So I moved down to the Philly in 2011 for research, and I eventually I wanted to some clinical meaning surgery
Mm.
in the States.
Mm.
So I made a connection during the research time, but for some visa issue, I had to go back to Japan and had to spend 2 years in Japan because of limitation of visa.
Mm.
And opportunity came from New York in the winter in 2013. They called me
Mm.
like,
I
"Hey,
see.
yeah, there is opportunity here. You want to take it?" I said, "Yeah." That's how it
I
happened,
see.
right?
I see.
Yeah, because
Good.
they want the answer
Yeah.
like now,
Yeah.
and
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say yes.
That's very good. Yeah, I
Right.
remember. Yeah,
So
that's excellent.
yeah, and I moved down in 2014 to New York. Was not easy because my boss was supportive,
Mm.
but my colleague may not be happy about you know moving out because
Mm.
they like me, and
Mm.
some people get envy.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a rivalry, right? That's a
Right,
competition.
right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I moved to NYU in New York from 2014 was very difficult first 6 months, but eventually, I worked hard. I tried to communicate with people there. I talked a lot, and I went to the home party whenever it happens. I just go there, see all the family, all the people there, and they made connection, right?
Yes.
And people get more supportive, like in 2-3 years, and they really supported me. And then some opportunity came from Philly, so I moved down to Philly because my mentor recommended to go. So
good.
And I knew Philly, so
yes,
it was easy.
Yeah, good.
And I did 2 years training again, and opportunity came from Jacksonville, so I took it. That's how it worked.
I see. And the next step, now that you have a family, you have a wife and whom I met as well, and you have a daughter, 2-year-old.
Right.
So when it comes to the next step, do you have any plans, or how much do you sort of think about your family?
Well, so you never know in the future, right? Yeah. So we'll see what's happening. But yes, I have to think about education on my kid, or how my wife feels about this place. I mean, I can work anywhere, right? As far as I have skills, and as far as my reputation is good, I can move down. So yes, that's really affect me, to choose job. Right now it's super hot, and we don't have people here. So it's very different. People are very different from East Coast, or seasons are very different, which may affect my career.
Right. I see. Good. So well, I mean, this is a long-term thing, but do you plan to stay in the US? You mentioned that as long as you have skills, you can work pretty much everywhere, anywhere.
Right. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. How do you see the medical field in Japan?
So it's more conservative.
Yes.
Most of the time, university system is huge.
Yes.
They have so much power, and they control all the human resource. In the most hospitals. And the reason why I chose the cardiac surgery is you really need the skills. If you have skills, you can actually move.
I see.
So that's why I chose this field. And also I really wanted to be free.
Yes.
I want to travel a lot, right? I don't want to be like one of the guy or big person, so I just want to be like me.
I see.
That's why I chose this field. I chose to move down to United States. So I don't know about long term. If some jobs come from like some other places, like even Europe, or yeah.
I see. Is the U.S. the best in the world and for your field?
Well, some field yes.
I see.
Some field no. Hard to tell. Now Europe is very aggressive.
Is it?
Right.
I see.
Right. So they approved the device, new device, new medication easily compared to the United States. Here, FDA, give so much pressure on the pharmaceutical company to pass the trial. But Europe actually accept whenever they show the safety.